Hey guys, it's race predictions here, or racing predictions. And first off, I'd like to start. I'd like to start with saying I was wrong about the IndyCar race. It is not Sunday night. It was tonight. Ended early. It actually ended not too long ago. So my race review for the RainGuard Water Sealer 600 at Texas Motor Speedway is going to be up quite early Sunday morning. So let's start off with the finishing order. From what I can tell, this was a nuts race. And there was so many things that happened. Like, we'll get into it. So, winning the RainGuard Water Sealer 600 at Texas is Will Power in the number 12 Penske car. Finishing second was the number 10 of Tony Kanaan. Finishing third was the number 1 of Simon Pagenaud. Finishing fourth was the number 15 of Graham Rahal. Rounding out the top 5 was the number 88 of Gabby Chaves. In sixth was number 27 of Marco Andretti. Number 7, finishing seventh, was the number 4 of Connor Daly. He finished one lap down. Finishing eighth was the number 8 of Max Chilton, who finished 3 laps down. Finishing ninth was the number 9 of Scott Dixon, who crashed with only a handful of laps to go. Finished 5 laps down. Takuma Sada, finishing 10th, was the number 26 of Takuma Sato, who also got caught up in that crash with Scott Dixon. He finished 5 laps down as well. In 11th was the number 20 of Ed Carpenter. He was in a crash and he finished 24 laps down. Finishing 12th was the number 21 of J.R. Hildebrand. He finished 33 laps down. He was involved in a wreck as well, but he's able to continue. Finishing 13th was the number 2 of Josef Newgarden. He crashed and he finished 47 laps down. He crashed all by himself by the looks of it, from what I could tell. In 14th was the number 5 of James Hinchcliffe. He crashed. He finished 97 laps down. In 15th was the number 7 of Mikhail Aleshin. I'm going to pronounce this name wrong every time. Mikhail Aleshin. He crashed as well as James Hinchcliffe. He finished 97 laps down. Finishing 16th was the number 18 of Tristan Vautier. He crashed, finishing 97 laps down. Finishing 17th was the number 19 of Ed Jones. He crashed, finishing 97 laps down. Finishing 18th was the number 14 of Carlos Munoz. He crashed, finishing 97 laps down. Finishing 19th was the number 28 of Ryan Hunter-Reay. He crashed, finished 97 laps down. They were all in a crash together, including Ed Carpenter and J.R. Hildebrand. But those Ed Carpenter and J.R. Hildebrand were able to continue on. Later on, Ed Carpenter, I'm guessing, just decided to retire the car, and J.R. Hildebrand continued on. Finishing 20th was the number 3 of Julio Castroneves. He crashed and he finished 158 laps down. In 21st was the number 83 of Charlie Kimball. He had a mechanical failure. He finished 207 laps down. And in 22nd, rounding out the rest of the field, was the number 98 of Alexander Rossi. He crashed, finishing a total of 212 laps down. Now, my key points of the race that I kind of found interesting was car number 20, which was Ed Carpenter, got a 2-lap penalty for unapproved work under the red flag. As per rules, you cannot do any sort of work under a red flag, which is basically the same in NASCAR. I'm just not sure what the penalty is for that. I'm not sure how it works in Formula One. My second point would be Alexander Rossi in the number 98. He wrecked after going 3 wide with, from what I remember, is gotta remember here. Who was it? I think it was. I know it is Mikhail Aloshin, but the other guy, I think it was Tony Kanaan, or it was either Tony Kanaan or Scott Dixon. It looked like one of those NTT data cars. Also during the race, the commentators talked. I found this interesting as I watched the race up until the last 30-ish laps because I had other stuff to do. But during the race, they talked to Fernando Alonso. They asked him a few questions, one of them being, because this is going off topic a little bit, but Fernando Alonso said that if McLaren, like McLaren Honda, the Formula One team, isn't winning by September, he'll make the decision to probably leave the team. And then one of the questions they asked him is if he would consider coming to the Verizon IndyCar series full time. I thought that's kind of cool, and he said you never know, quite possibly. Yeah. Also, a point of interest for me was a huge wreck involving the number 7 of Mikhail Aloshin, the number 5 of James Hinchcliffe, the number 19 of, I believe, Carlos Munoz. Give me a second. Ed Jones, the number 14 of Carlos Munoz, the number 28 of Ryan Hunter-Reay, the number 18 of Tristan Vautier. The number 20 got a little bit of damage. He was able to continue up until the point where I told you that I guess he decided to retire. And I think J.R. Hildebrand got a little piece of that too. I missed out on the 21 car. Also, going back before this wreck, there was James Hinchcliffe got a drive-through penalty for avoidable contact on pit road after a yellow flag. I believe that was the yellow flag that came out for Alexander Rossi. Basically, Hinchcliffe came out of the pit, or out of his stall. He lost control of the car. He hit, trying to remember who it was. He hit Julio Castronave, who hit Takuma Sato. But, yeah. So before that wreck, Hinchcliffe got a penalty. He went a lap down. He got that lap back and then ended up crashing. The number 2 of Josef Newgarden was in an accident. It looked like he had wrecked by himself. I'm not sure whether a tire went down or suspension broke. I didn't really see much of that, but I could tell you who crashed. And it looked like the Penske cars were having issues with blisters on their tires, or their tires graining. I think it was blisters. So, two Penske cars, by the looks of it, had the same issue, which was the number 2 of Josef Newgarden and the number 3 of Julio Castronave. They both wrecked, not together, but on separate occasions. Then there was a multi-car crash that eventually ended the race under yellow, which included the number 4 of Connor Daly, the number 9 of Scott Dixon, the 26 of Takuma Sato, and the number 8 of Max Chilton. There was a total of 12 cars taken out due to a crash, which was the 9, the 26, the 20, the 2, the 5, the 7, the 18, 19, 14, 28, 3, and 98. And the only other kind of retirement was number 83 of Charlie Kimball, who had a mechanical failure. Roger Penske's team won. Will Power got his 29th win of his career in the Verizon IndyCar series. He's now one away from 30 career wins. And to round out this video, basically, it is the 192nd win for Team Penske in the Verizon IndyCar series. That is impressive numbers. Congrats, Roger. Congrats, Will Power. And basically, congrats for anybody who frickin' avoided those frickin' wrecks. There was a total of 6 cars that finished on the lead lap. I think that's one fewer or one more than last year. Every other car was multiple laps down except for Connor Daly, who finished 1 lap down, as I said. But I'm excited to do the same thing in the upcoming Verizon IndyCar race. I gotta figure out when the date is for that, but it'll be the Kohler Grand Prix at Road America in Wisconsin. See you there. I'll be ready to make my predictions and review the race. Thank you. Have a good night.